We live in an information age where we are told that more data equals more power. But what if I told you that the secret to spiritual peace isn't knowing more, but intentionally knowing less? Today, we're exploring Imam Al Ghazali's profound concept of positive ignorance. In his monumental work, Ihya al-Din, the revival of the religious sciences, Ghazali argues that some knowledge is not only useless, but spiritually toxic. We'll look at why not knowing can sometimes be your greatest strength. What is positive ignorance? In Ghazali's framework, ignorance isn't always a vacuum of intellect. It can be a shield for the soul. He distinguishes between negative ignorance, lacking knowledge that is necessary for your worldly or spiritual success. Positive, praiseworthy ignorance, intentionally turning away from information that triggers the ego, causes unnecessary anxiety, or leads to analysis paralysis. To know the definition of wine is knowledge. To know the taste of it is experience. But to remain ignorant of its allure for the sake of God is wisdom. Inspired by Ghazali's stance on forbidden curiosities. The three pillars of Ghazali's logic. Protecting the heart qalb. Ghazali believed the heart is like a vessel. If you fill it with the noise of other sins, useless gossip, or complex theological debates that lead to nowhere, there is no room left for marifa, gnosis, or divine knowledge. Avoiding useless knowledge. The Prophet Muhammad used to seek refuge from knowledge that does not benefit. Ghazali expanded on this, noting that curiosity about things that don't concern your growth is a distraction. Digging into the private faults of others, spying, backbiting, is a form of harmful knowing. Intellectual humility. Ghazali famously underwent a spiritual crisis where he realized his vast academic knowledge hadn't brought him closer to the truth. He concluded that positive ignorance means admitting the limits of human reason. Some mysteries of the divine are better left unprobed, as the human mind is a finite tool trying to measure an infinite reality. Practical application. The digital Al-Ghazali. How does this apply in 2026? Selective scrolling. Choosing not to know every detail of a celebrity scandal or a toxic comment thread. Focus. Ignoring the side quests of life to stay on your main path. Mental health. Recognizing that you don't need an opinion on every global event to be a good person. Imam Al Ghazali teaches us that the mind is a garden. If you let every weed of information grow, the flowers of wisdom will be choked out. Positive ignorance is the act of weeding your mind so that your soul can breathe. Final thought. True intelligence isn't just about the ability to process information, it's about the courage to ignore what doesn't serve your purpose. To see this concept explored in its original context, I highly recommend looking into Book 1 of the Ihya al-Din, the Book of Knowledge. Ghazali categorizes various sciences and explicitly warns against the subtleties of the soul that lead scholars into vanity through over-intellectualization.